Hi, this is a Minute of Overpass. My name is Eric and I make apps. Now this week I want to talk about how to increase your app downloads through localization. Okay, one of the problems we have as app developers is discoverability. So we release an app and we put it out into the market and like nobody downloads it. Like maybe 6-7 people a day will download the app. It's maybe even less, and it's one of the things that really bothers us. It's like the biggest problem we have as app developers. The problem is not that your app is bad. The problem is that nobody's finding it. Now there's certain things you could do. One of the big things to improve that, one of the big things is ASO. So we're going through and optimizing your screenshots, optimizing your keywords, all that kind of stuff. Now another thing you could do is localizing it to different languages. Now this doesn't work for every app. Like if you have something that presents articles or content that's done in English, it's not easy to get all of that translated in other languages. But other things like games and utility apps are easy to do. Now we found this with EarSpy a year ago. And a few weeks ago, I took one of our existing apps, Chemistry Alley, which is all done in English, and it's a chemistry game. It's really good. Download it, leave a review. But we took it. It was getting like maybe 20 downloads a day on iTunes. So here's what we did. So you can see here, up to a few weeks ago, here's my App Annie report here, and you can see that it's got normally 5, 6, 7 downloads in the U.S., maybe 20 total. And then you can see we released this new version here, and it just shot up. So we got doubled or tripled it on a daily basis. Still not great, but we need to refine that a bit. Now here's what I did. I took the version. I didn't make any changes to the app except a few bug fixes, but I took all the app descriptions and as an experiment I ran them through Google Translate. Now, I hate Google Translate. Google Translate is a terrible way to translate things. I spent years learning Chinese Mandarin, and I know how bad Google Translate is. But in terms of App Store key rankings, I just wanted to see if it worked. So you can see here, I went into iTunes. I put all the major languages, Korean. I didn't even change the screenshots. Didn't change any of the content. I did put in the description that you need to be able to speak English to play this game. However, if I knew this was going to work so well, I would have gone through and hired some people to translate it into those different languages. And that's it. When we doubled or tripled overnight. So it was just a very easy way to do that. And it was mainly these keywords over here. The keywords and the description was able to just sort of push that up. Now, I think if we had actually got it professionally translated, we would have done much better because it would entice more people to download it, because probably it's Google Translate is like horrible. It probably sounds like somebody ran it through Google Translate. Now here's something we did like back in early 2014. We took EarSpy, which is our biggest app, and it was getting about 1,000 downloads a day, right? And one of the things I wanted to do was release it in different languages. We had some good days. So about here in early at the end of January 2014, I basically took and created an Odesk job and said, took all the strings, all the descriptions, all the screenshots, I put it into a spreadsheet, and I said, I got about 8,000 words here. I put a job on Odesk saying, these are the languages I want it in. I'll pay $5 a language, so get as many people to do it as I can. I don't care if they're kids or whatever, and you translate. So basically, I got everything translated. We put it back into the app. We re-released it. And within a few months, within a month, we pretty much tripled our downloads. So I kind of knew this worked, but for a lot of our apps, we don't do that. Now the problem is you have to code this way from the beginning. You have to think about not just releasing the app in English. So you can't do things like put strings inside images and things like that. But if you're looking to increase your app downloads and you're not making it available to other countries, make sure you do that. And the reason is, every time your app gets downloaded, it goes up in the search rankings. Every review goes up in the search rankings. And there's a lot smaller markets than the English-speaking markets. Thailand is really good. Portuguese with Brazil is fantastic. So all those downloads and ratings come in, and they really help you out. That's it for this week's Minute of Overpass. Way over a minute. I realize that there was a lot to cover here. Now, we did something recently this last week where we taken all these Minute of Overpasses and we released it as an iTunes podcast. I'll leave the link here in the description. So if you're interested in following more of this Minute of Overpass, go ahead and subscribe to our podcast or subscribe to this YouTube channel and leave a comment below because I'd love to hear from you. Good luck with your app ratings, and I'll talk to you next week.